running a contest on Pacifica.com, and you'll see it on our social channels, called Pacifica Wellness Era. And what we're doing is inviting anyone, all walks of life, anyone, to create content about how they live their wellness. What you need to do is post a video about how you live your wellness. It may be your routine in the morning. It may be about skincare. One of the things you need to do is incorporate a Pacifica product into that video in some way, shape, or form. You have to hashtag Pacifica Wellness Era on your video so that we know it's you and we can find you. And 3 people will win $10,000 and a trip to one of my favorite places in the world. It's in Central California, and it's a wellness retreat out in the mountains. Super cool prizes. And I can't wait to see everyone's videos. We already have several rolling in, which I'm really excited to see. So today we have a really cool guest on named Moa Munoz, who I met way back. She's been a brand advocate since probably, I don't know, 2015, if not earlier. She loves to write jingles. She wrote a Pacifica jingle way back in 2017. I think it was about SPF, super fun. So I haven't seen her since then, and she's doing some really cool things. She's a bassist right now for Olivia Rodrigo, and she is in Mexico City, about to play tonight, and she's on tour. So she'll have some fun things to talk about, and so stay on so you can hear her as well. And so while we're waiting for her to join us, one of the things I thought I would do is talk about one of the things that makes me incredibly happy and that's really near and dear to my heart is I'm a little bit of a weird cat lady. I didn't know that about myself, but I rescued some cats, and so I have 8 cats. Our family has 8 cats that were all headed to be euthanized, and we rescued them. Super cool cats who now live in the house and get special treatment because they were all feral, and when we brought them here they were kind of wild, and slowly they've become tame, and that brings me a lot of joy. And for me, taking care of these animals, connecting with these animals, and having this relationship is part of my wellness journey. It makes me happy, it brings me joy. It makes me feel really good about giving these animals a second chance at life, but also having compassion for these creatures that, you know, I personally think they come and they give so much to us as well. I think animals are incredible, and I'm a huge animal lover. So that's one of the ways I take care of my own personal wellness, by giving back to animals. The other thing I do, of course, is skincare, and I'm obsessed with skincare. So if you know me, you know Pacifica, obviously, and you know that skincare means a lot to me. And so one of the things that I'm also obsessed with is making things that aren't vegan. So one of the things we've recently introduced is our Hydrodew slime, which is a plant, a phytomucin. So it's a mucin, a lot of it's from snails, that is derived from plants. So ours is derived from yams. So it's this incredible ingredient that's really moisturizing to your skin, and it protects your skin barrier. There's so many incredible benefits. And one of the things that I wanted to do was make sure that we created a version that was vegan. And so we created our Hydrodew slime. It's really cute. It's in one of my favorite color packages, this kind of blue, oceany feeling color. You can use it as your moisturizer. So it's incredibly moisturizing, but it goes on thin. It has a little bit of a tackiness to it, which is the slime, but it doesn't feel slimy once it's on your skin. It feels incredibly hydrating and nourishing, and it also leaves your skin a little bit glassy, so it has that glaze vibe. One of the things for me is that we always create products that are affordable and that are you know, a better price point than a lot of other products out there, but that are incredibly high in value. So meaning that what you see in a prestige product would be also in our product. We don't skimp on ingredients, we don't skimp on our formula. We make sure that it's something that you will want to use over and over and over again, and that you will come back to the brand and fall in love with what we're making. So that's our Hydrodew slime. Super excited about that. You can find it on our website and Ulta as well. And it's also at Target. It just launched at Target. So try and check that one out. I highly recommend it. It's $16, incredible price. And then another new product that I love in my wellness routine and my skincare is our Dreamlit. This is also new. And what it is, it's a hyaluronic acid, vitamin C moisturizer. So I love to use the two together. It has a little bit of illumination to it. So it gives me like a light glow, a light luminosity. And I love that for my skin. Anything that's reflective works really well for me. I love reflection on my skin. So illuminating, vitamin C, those kinds of ingredients are awesome. And they are ingredients that you can use no matter what your skin type. You can use them for your whole life, and they'll have really amazing effects on your skin as you go into different eras, different age eras. The other thing that I do to support my wellness is I love to go on walks, and just walking and relaxing and thinking, just being outside and being in nature is really, really helpful for me and really important to me and to my mental health and to my physical health. So walking, just simple walking, is something that I also do, take care of myself and take care of my wellness. And so as you think about our wellness contest and as you think about doing a video for Pacifica, those are the kinds of things that are on the table. Like, you can express your wellness in many, many, many different ways. You might do it by going for a run, or you might do it by loafing on the sofa. That may be your form of wellness, but we'd love to hear what that is, because I think it's so fascinating to hear from others what wellness means to them, how they live their wellness, and what their wellness journey is. Wellness isn't about judgment. It isn't about being better than someone. It shouldn't be about fear. Oh my gosh, I'm not doing enough to take care of myself. I'm not taking enough vitamins or supplements or doing these things. It's really about what you do to make yourself happy, what you do to support your longevity, what you do to put yourself in a position where you can go be the best version of yourself and go make a difference in the world. I always tell my kids that unless you're happy and unless you feel the best, you can't go out and do the best work that you need to do in this world. And there's so much to do, so many important things that we all have to get up and go take care of, that we need to be our best selves and we need to show up as our best selves. So what brings you joy? What helps you get to that place? We'd love to hear all about that. So we have taken the time to look at our brand. We've been around almost 30 years. So next year will be our 30th brand anniversary. And we have repackaged a lot of our products. We are showing up in a way that is incredibly beautiful and freshening up our website and how the brand looks. And one of the things that we're talking about a lot is wellness. And, we started as a wellness brand. Our first big retailer was Whole Foods way, way, way back, making products that are 100% vegan, cruelty-free, that use the best ingredients and that are accessible to the most amount of people has always been a key part and key pillars of our brand. And so getting back to that era and getting back to the position around talking about wellness in a really more broad way and talking about modern wellness and what that means to our consumers is incredibly important. So, wellness may mean surfing. It may mean that you show up skateboarding. It may mean that you find wellness in your skincare routine. It may mean that you find wellness taking care of your cats. All these different ways. And I'm so excited to hear about this. Sometimes it might just mean you take a walk, or you connect with your babies, you connect with your kids, you connect with your besties. What is your form of wellness? What does that look like for you? And how do you sustain yourself and sustain your position, your place of happiness in this life? So we're about to invite Moa on, and I'm super excited to have her join us and continue this conversation around wellness. Moa.
Hi, Brooke. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for joining.
Oh my God, thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh. I was saying earlier that I think I haven't seen you or talked to you since like 2017 when you...
it's been a minute. Yeah.
And you wrote a jingle on the beach.
I was thinking about that actually. I was like, that was such a fun... I remember there's like a photo of me on like a blow up unicorn playing guitar from that.
I know. It's awesome. So, So, for everyone who's joining us, will you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're up to right now? Because I follow you obviously on Instagram. I see what you're up to. It looks like you're living your best life.
I'm doing my best. So yeah, my name is Moa Munoz. I'm a bass player and a songwriter. I'm currently on tour with Olivia Rodrigo. So I'm in Mexico City right now. We're playing here tonight, and I've been a Pacifica spokesperson, I don't know, for lack of better words, that must be almost 10 years ago now, because I met you guys when I played Warped Tour. That's,
yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's I think that's close to 10 years ago at least.
Yeah. I was saying like 2015 is my guess. So
yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. And so I hear that you have some news that you are going to be a mom.
I am. So this is an extra special tour, and I think that's why I was so excited when you guys reached out, because obviously wellness right now means something different for me, and even more important, than it ever has been, I think, for me, in order to be able to sustain myself out here. It's been early mornings and then late nights, and figuring out what that looks like, still taking care of me, and not just me, my other person, right now.
Yeah. I love the idea that you're on tour and you're pregnant, and that you are showing up with all these women on stage and living your best life. Can you tell us a little bit about what that looks like? Like, is there anything special you do before you go on stage to take good care of yourself, or when you wake up? Like, what would be a couple things that we could learn about your wellness routine?
I hate to say, I know it sounds cliche, but it's cliche for a reason. Working out is massive, paying attention to what I'm eating. And that doesn't mean that I had chilaquiles yesterday and today, and it's delicious, but it also means that, okay, I know I need fiber, I know I need protein in order to be able to sustain myself, right? I do a lot, so I have a lot of back issues from previous, because a bass is heavy, so I'm always very lopsided, and that's something I've just been pushing through before. But now obviously my equilibrium has changed a little bit. There's weight in places that didn't used to be weight, and suddenly I can't push through it anymore. So I do weight stuff for my back before going on stage, and if I don't work, I try to work out. I don't work out every day, but I've been trying to go at least twice a week since I've been out here, and that's been huge for me in order to be able to do this, because it's tough, it's super fun and it's amazing, but it's also taxing on your body, and especially when you're carrying two, I
know. I have 3 kids, so I know the equilibrium shift, but and I can totally relate to that, just walking, not carrying a bass. But when you go on tour, what does that look like? So do you always play at night? Tell us a little bit about what it looks like when you're on tour? So how many cities are you going to, and what does your travel look like?
Right now we're doing a pretty short run. We've been in South America for 2 weeks, 2.5 by now. And we have 2 more shows, one here and then one in Monterey. So it's just always late now because we're the headliner. So we usually play anytime between 9 p.m. and 10:30 maybe. Tonight we play at 9. But then we might have an early flight, the next day. So it's interesting, but I try to find sleep whenever I can.
Yeah.
And rest. And my beauty routine, I guess that's something that would be fun to share. Because obviously I wear a lot of makeup on stage because, the lights, it kind of just vanishes, and I use a lot of setting spray and things like that because if I sweat, my hair gets stuck in my face, and then it's I can't see, and I'm, So during the days, I always try to be, just super natural, and that's why I think I mentioned this to you previously. Like my favorite Pacifica product ever is the bronzing drops, because like I literally just stick them on and I feel like I look human at least,
Yeah.
So, and then I can put, save the makeup for the evening. That way.
I love that. So I agree with you. I think the bronzing drops are just such an easy solution to put them on and go.
They're the best. They're the best.
Yeah.
That's like my number one travel essential.
Oh, I love to hear that. Thank you. That's
and they smell good too. So, there's that as well.
So key for me. That smell good. I love a scent that is natural and that also has beneficials in it. And
yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like there's so much about how scent affects our mind and how we're feeling and our emotions.
100%.
Yeah. And when now that you're pregnant, do scents affect you in a different way? Do you think about scents? Do they bother you? Are you more, sensitive to different smells?
I guess I'm pretty lucky. Like I don't really struggle with morning sickness, and like I had like a little bit of like hormones in the beginning of this journey, but now like I can't really complain. So like there's like, I know people say that stuff with scents and like food, and I can't really complain in that department.
That's good. You're lucky there.
Yeah.
Do you have, before you go on stage, do you have like a wellness ritual, or do you have like maybe not even wellness ritual, but like something you do maybe that always is consistent before you go on stage to pump yourself up, or else to get mentally prepared? Because it must be so intense to like walk out, because you're in front of really big crowds, I imagine.
Yeah. And I mean, 100%, because it's like going from 0 to 100, because I like to get ready with plenty of time. Like I hate rushing, so I always have like 10 minutes before we have to go where I'm just like,
Yeah.
But I prefer it that way. I hate stressing. Like I don't want to stress before going up on stage. But so what we do, because I come from this really like calm space, we do this thing called Circle. We've written a little song that we always sing, and we like clap and just to like hype ourselves up. And
so is it you and the whole band comes together?
The whole band, the dancers, Olivia, all of us, and it just started as like it was just like a fun little thing, and now we've done that for every show,
I love that.
So I think that's something that's been huge, to feel like get in that mindset, because you come from like sitting there like and then you're supposed to go out and just rock out for your 60,000 people or whatever. So that's like a nice way to get in that. I think mindset is huge. And if I ever struggle like during a show, or like before, if I have a hard time like getting into that, I always just remind myself like just breathe. And I try to do, I mean, I know there's nothing revolutionary about but it's popular for a reason. I really do believe so. And like just taking it in, and because what I get to do is really special, right? But everything becomes routine, and you get used to everything, and you're tired maybe, but I always try to just like take a few breaths and like remind myself like this is awesome, like, and that always helps,
in
like,
the moment.
Yeah, I think that's like huge. Because we have what's called in-ears, so that means like my monitors are in my ears, so I can't really hear like the audience per se, like, which is I need it to protect my ears. But I always like during driver's license, I always take it out a little bit just so I can like hear the crowd, and it always takes me back. My very first show I played with Olivia was in Vegas for iHeart. I think, what is that, like 4 years ago maybe now. And I remember that moment, like how present I can still feel those. I couldn't properly describe it to you, but I can still feel what that felt like. So I just pop my ear out and like just listen, and it takes me back to that moment, and that's really special.
I love that. And can you share a little bit about what your song sounds like, The Circle? I'm so intrigued.
Oh, The Circle. It's like, welcome.
Did you write it? Is it one of your jingles?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if you can call it a song, but it's like a little, welcome to the circle. We're gonna play a show. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And everyone sings along and, we clap. So it's very interactive,
Yeah, yeah.
It's fun.
And also, I mean, I also think just, making sound and the energy and the vibrations of that also kind of helps you get in like a certain mental state. So I feel like breathing, vibration, like all of those things are very cool. And as far as
Absolutely.
getting centered and relaxed and putting yourself in that space. Let's see. I have one more question. A few people put some questions in, so I want to make sure I get them asked. But when you go to bed, is there anything you do at night to just get yourself relaxed? Because you probably have like so much, you're probably just have so much stuff going through you after being on stage and being, getting yourself all pumped up. So is there anything you do to like bring yourself into a state where you're totally relaxed and you can sleep?
I always shower before going to sleep. Like no matter how tired I am. Like last night we got back late and I was exhausted yesterday, but it doesn't matter. Like I always have like a warm shower, like in that I've always removed my makeup. I never, ever, ever go to bed with my makeup on. Like
amazing.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how tired I am. Like I have to do that. And like, cause you're hyped up and you're so high on adrenaline from the show, but usually like these venues and then getting to the hotel, we might be in the car for 30 minutes so that also I think helps like just like relax you a little bit.
Yeah.
But like the shower and like, like putting on like a nice lotion and like, just washing away. That to me is like, I can't remember last time I went to bed with my makeup on. Like,
oh, you're so good. That's amazing. I can say that. I'm like the worst, but
oh really? No, yeah. I couldn't do it. Even if I don't have makeup on, I should say. Like I always wash my face at night. Like, doesn't matter.
That's incredible.
Doesn't matter.
Do you have any like little fun secrets that you can tell us that, like, I don't know, that you've happened on tour or something really fun and just to close us out? Kind of.
I mean, I think the pregnancy part is pretty, out there. Like I I haven't really posted about that myself yet.
Oh, you haven't? So this is
but I'm good.
Well, thank you for the news.
Of course.
Did I blow it? Was it something?
No, absolutely not. It's it's coming out there. It's,
okay. I think that is something I would do. I would announce that for someone on accident.
Yeah. No, you're so good. You're so good.
Okay.
But I'm trying to think if there's any other tour secrets. I'd have to think about that one.
Well, that was a big one. I mean,
yeah.
I feel
you got the biggest one of them all.
Yeah,
I think.
That's I do think that it's so incredible that like everyone check out Moa's Instagram. There's like such fun photos on there, and I love that you're out there doing what you're doing, and even pregnant or just like showing up and
we're right back at you, like women are awesome, and I think we can do everything, and whether that's running a company or playing music or whatever it is, like cool,
It's true. Women are awesome. I love it.
We really are. And thank you guys for being so awesome. Like again,
well, thank you for being so awesome. And I'm good luck on your shows. Good luck at your shows.
Thank you.
Tell Olivia, say hello.
I will. All right. Thank you for letting me join.
Thank you so much for joining us. It was
of course. Thanks for having me.
To see you. And
I'll see you soon.
All right.
Take care. Bye.
All right. You too. Bye. All right. So that was super fun. That wraps up our show for today. And I thank everyone for joining us. I really appreciate it. And we'd love to hear more in the comments, and stay tuned for our next show where we'll have another special guest and we'll talk a little bit more about living your best wellness. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Thanks, everyone.